Hello everybody and welcome back for more Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories. In the last episode, we went through Neverland and then we gave Riku another smacking, because, you know, he just still won't leave us alone, apparently. Even though he also told us to fuck off, though, so, I mean, it kind of goes both ways, so... Anyways, in this episode, we're going to... Oh my god, I remember that place! It's Holla... Fuck it, Swallow Trash It? Yeah, that's probably what it is. Ugh. God, I don't even remember this place, but... anyway, all that joking aside here, yeah, we're gonna go to Holla, and it's kind of weird for this kind of world here, but... I'm hearing voices. I wonder who it is. What could it be? Shh, I think something's wrong. Oh, hey, it's Beast and Belle.
But Belle, I don't understand. I came here to rescue you.
Beast, I did not ask you to come. And it doesn't matter anyway. I'm not going back with you, so you're wasting your time.
Belle, do you know what you're saying? How can you stay here with that witch?
I have nothing more to say. Now leave, before she finds you. Oh, damn. What happened to her?
Belle, why?
I'm not sure what's going on, but is everything okay? Don't feel bad. There must be a reason she said those things.
Keep your sympathy. No one could ever care for a beast like me.
Oh, I don't know what could happen, though.
Poor guy. Sure wish there was something we could do for him.
Complicated matters, I guess? I don't know. I don't fucking know, so... Anyway, so, yep, here we are at, I guess, at, Swallow Trash It. Okay, yeah, I'm done here. I know, I've been saying, I'm like, I don't remember much because Castle Oblivion's affected me. And I'm actually still playing along with it here, though, because that's all part of the fun here. But, all that aside here, yeah, here you are back in Holla, and it's kind of one of the weirdest things, though, because, like, because Holla in Kingdom Hearts 1 is one of the more eventful worlds, because, I mean, for one thing, it's actually not a Disney World, it's a Kingdom Hearts original, and so, so they go for that one there. So yeah, I guess as far as the as those regular gameplay worlds go, then that'd probably be the last Disney World, which was over in Neverland. But anyway, yeah, there's some new Heartless I do want to talk about. So we have Wyverns right here, and Wyverns they'll try to swoop at you. They're also obnoxious as well. Like they'll fly over the place. They can also try to kick you as well. That's one of their attack cards that they'll do. So yeah, when they come by and they try to kick you, they just try to avoid them as well. And, well, actually, it's even more comical in the GBA version where, like, they do the kick attack and then, and they also do it constantly, and then you just hear a sword just running in pain. And also we have Wizards. And Wizards, yeah, you know how much I could not stand them in Kingdom Hearts 1, and they are also the same here, too, where, they use a wide array of magic, and, when they use the Thunder Magic, and they'll, use, and those go like all over the place, and so there's hardly any escape for them. The one saving grace about them, though, is they can actually still be able to break their cards while they're using Thunder Magic, and then you just attack them that way, because, because during KH1, where, they use the Thunder Magic, and they are completely immune to your attacks while they're doing that kind of attack. So, in a sense, they're kind of nerfed in this game, well, because of the whole card gameplay. Last but not least are these big guys, Defenders. And so, Defenders, just like the large bodies, they are completely immune. Well, if you're actually attacking from the front because of their dog-like or Cerberus shields. And so you just have to attack them from behind. I mean, they've always worked like that anyways, though, in the back end of Kingdom Hearts 1. But at the same time, though, then, yeah, it's still a little annoying to deal with as well because of it. So, so you just have to keep going from behind. Actually, it's even worse in the GBA version because of the whole 2D side-scroller view, where, you have to hurry in and try to attack them from behind because, they'll do a complete 180-degree turn because of their own kind of sprites. And so when you try to attack them from their backs, they'll immediately turn around right then and there, and then you end up attacking their shields instead, and so they deflect your attacks like that. So it's actually a little more helpful in 3D now, so they can be able to go around them, but they'll still try to just... turn around as well as you try to face them. But while they're attacking, they can just go from behind and then just attack them like that. So, But yeah, they just went for those Heartless because it's actually because this is the world where you first encounter those kind of Heartless, like defenders, the wizards, and also Dark Balls, because Dark Balls you would first encounter them in Holla Bastion, but we actually encountered them very early though, like as early as Atlantica. And so, yeah, there's also some obstacles as well. If you actually just, well, if you attack the smokestacks and you get some HP orbs, Moogle orbs, or occasionally some cards. And also, watch out for the electrical shocks there, those electrical balls that are coming at you, because yeah, so we'll all get confused if you get hit by them. So, yeah, I gotta watch over them. You actually destroy them at least, so that's a good thing at least. But yeah, I think that's about all I can say about those. I know they have some real good enemy cards for this kind of Heartless though, but unfortunately, I am never able to actually just get those enemy cards because the game hardly ever gives me any enemy cards whatsoever. It's always like either world cards or they just don't give me any at all, just because my capacity is all at maximum. And like if I ever do get an enemy card, it's already yet another shadow. And I had like 3 shadow cards, and like I didn't need any more. I want some better enemy cards. Well, I mean, I definitely got some good enemy cards from the bosses themselves. And yeah, I'm going for a Team in Darkness again, because, maybe it's good to have some more experience here. And yeah, you'll definitely be seeing the defenders in the overworld. And yeah, I'll try to come after you. So like, it's usually the larger Heartless that you see in the overworld. Like, usually be either large bodies, or if they're not large bodies, and here in this case of Holla Bastion, then you'll see the defenders in the overworld. So yeah, that's about it here. So, so yeah, back to what I was saying, how weird it is for a Holla Bastion. So yeah, like I really do find it weird how oh hey, cool, it's another card for us. We have Divine Rose, so that's actually the kind of Keyblade they get in a Holla Bastion, where I think you actually get the keychain from Belle. Like whenever you on your second visit to Holla Bastion, and so after after all the Princesses of Heart are freed, and so you actually find Belle in the library, and then she gives you the Divine Rose. So yeah, but anyway, so yeah, I find it absolutely weird seeing Holla Bastion as one of the worlds here, because for one thing, like I said, it is definitely one of the more eventful worlds, because that's kind of like pretty close to the climax, where for one thing, well, actually, one kind of difference here is that. So, because of the fact that this whole world is actually is merely just a byproduct of Sora's memories, and yeah, the defenders will go like, "Oh, okay, give me all your brains." Yeah, it's supposed to be a byproduct of Sora's memories, though, but it's still weird at the same time, where just not only having that as its own world, since because earlier in the game they were all talking about it, but they couldn't remember the name and all the events that was transpiring over there, but also the only characters to ever have encountered is Beast, Belle, and they were talking about that witch, which obviously it's Maleficent, because who else could it be? Because since Maleficent was very well involved with the Holla Bastion and what she was trying to do there with Princesses of Heart, and also with what you call it? I guess just fighting her in general. But that was actually her overall plot in KH1, where well, ultimately she was actually I mean, she was only just a primary antagonist though, but she was not really the true antagonist, because that'd be Ansem, because since Ansem was actually using Maleficent and the other villains for use of the Heartless. But yeah, I think that's all I think of. But yeah, but you'll only be seeing oh my god, another Cloud card, yes! I got 2 Cloud cards now. Thank God, thank you, game. But yeah, there was a Maleficent, and there was Beast and Belle, only appearing in this world though. But that's despite the fact that there's also, like in KH1, is also where you find all the Princesses of Heart, and also this is also where Sora actually encounters Riku, and then this is actually where you awaken Kairi from her comatose state, because that's where actually Sora literally fucking stabs himself. With that Keyblade to release Kairi's heart that was within him, and then it goes right back over to her. So yeah, those are like the real big eventful things about Holla Bastion that was having in KH1. So it's kind of weird seeing that here in this game, where just being constructed from Sora's memories and having that as a world, and none of those other characters I mentioned besides Beast, Belle, and Maleficent are even in this world. So yeah, it's actually kind of weird seeing that, and so they decided just to go for its own original story, which I actually appreciate though, because at least they go for that kind of original story here in Holla Bastion. But it's actually just being treated just like in just a regular typical level, or just world itself, though, with nothing else going on and not much importance on there. And, yeah, it's... yeah, that's all she wrote there. So, yeah, it's definitely very weird seeing that. Not only that, though, but I guess, you know, it's also established that, you know, they know from Sora's memories just being constructed over to here, and they just go and establish that that the 3 characters I mentioned, you know, are just outright from this world, though, despite the fact that they're not, and you know, it's actually just an original world, and you know, and Beast and Belle are only here because their world was already destroyed, and so. But Beast actually managed to make it here through sheer fucking force of will. He literally just tore through the fabric of space through like through his own willpower, just so that way there he can find Belle. And so, which is actually really fucking hardcore on his end here, but shit, lost train of thought there. Oh yeah, I decided to go over the Moogle room because you know I was seeing as I got enough Moogle points, and you know I need more of those cards. God damn it, I really need more cards. But yeah, I guess it's established that, okay, well, they're actually from this world, even though they're not, though. But I know in Kingdom Hearts 2, we actually do eventually get to Beast Castle, because, you know, we finally get to see them in, like, in their full state, because that's actually where all the worlds are restored. But, yeah, here it's just so weird that, you know, that Sora's memories just decided that, okay, well, you know, this is actually where Beast and Belle are going to be from in this world here. And also, same thing with Maleficent. Even though, despite the fact that Maleficent's actually not from their movie, though, like she's from Sleeping Beauty, because you know they decided to make her as a kind of the antagonistic force of them, though. And yeah, no Gaston. Gaston isn't even in Cage 2 either. Ugh. God damn it, there's gonna be more to talk about here. So oh my god, yes, and yeah, I do want to talk about how I actually got a 3rd cloud card. Yes, finally, now I have 3 cloud cards, and so now that I have 3 cloud cards, I can do a Humna Slash. Thank you, game, finally! I am so well rounded here, and so eventually, yeah, I'm actually going to cut this whole thing off here. I actually do manage to get even more cards here, and so what I finally decided to do is that you'll definitely see here is that I'm actually going to rearrange my deck, and then, yeah, I actually did look at here. So yeah, I've already, at this point, rearranged my deck here, and so now I got some better attack cards, and also, I now have all 3 of the cloud cards, so that way there I can be able to use Omni Slash. Yes, thank you, game, thank you! Man, it feels so good to have, you know, just 3 cloud cards now, and so I'm very well set here, so that's amazing, it's awesome. Thank God. And not only that, though, but one of them is actually a premium card, so that means I can actually use the first, the premium card as the first kind of part of the card for the slate, and then the other one's there. So that way there I won't really use that, or I won't really lose that card at all whenever I reload. You know, seeing as how that goes. So, thank God, now I have a much better deck. You can actually see that here. See all the 9s and the 8s see here, and then yeah, eventually there will be the 3 of the cloud cards for me to use Omni Slash, which I'll actually only use it for the boss of this world. I'm so happy about this. So now I'm very well set for this here, and so yeah, I'm very much you know very much good to go here now. I know I need to get more mesh cards though, but you know that'll come in due time hopefully. So yeah, I think that's all I can say about this here. So yeah, I'm actually yeah, definitely good to go here. I decided to show this one off though because you know it's a real big change of scenery here, and also yeah, you'll see the tornado steps in this world as well. So we haven't really kind of there for a while though, so I figured just you know just show them off here. And I actually really do appreciate that you know here Rechained Memories that oh yeah, thanks Donald, as if I ever really need to be healed anymore. But yeah, I really do like how Rechained Memories that, you know, the whole scenery changed, and so now it's like we're inside of the castle itself, so it's actually real cool like that, too. Now, there is one thing I actually do want to mention here. I meant to say this for such a long time, though. Oh, yeah, by the way, folks, these kind of objects, they'll actually summon the Heartless themselves, though, so if you ever want to get some more experience, then you actually use that here, so. Yeah, back to what I was saying here, so, this is actually something I should have mentioned a while back, and I keep forgetting to do so, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about this now. So, have you guys ever noticed that, that from all the worlds that we've seen so by far, and so those are all the worlds constructed from Sora's memories from Kingdom Hearts 1, did you ever notice something missing from those world cards? You know, something that that we've been to in Kingdom Hearts 1, but here in this game, like, something's missing. Like, there was a certain world that that was not listed among the other worlds that Sora's been to, that was just taken out. Well, my friends, that world will be Deep Jungle from Tarzan. And so you may be wondering, like, you know, whoa, what happened? Like, those are all Sora's memories, though. But like, Deep Jungle isn't even there, and he's been in there before. And so, like, why isn't Deep Jungle there? Where the hell is Deep Jungle? Well, the bad news is, folks, is that by this point, because of the whole rights to Edgar Rice Burroughs, who was the author of the Tarzan books, I think it's like either Disney or probably Square Enix. I don't know, either one of the two. Because they lost the whole rights to Edgar Rice Burroughs and also the Tarzan franchises, then they decided to actually just you know, leave off Deep Jungle and not use Tarzan in future Kingdom Hearts games ever again. And so because of that, they kind of retconned the whole thing of Sora ever visiting Tarzan's world in the first place. So, you know, so now it's like not part of Sora's memories. And also in Kingdom Hearts 2, like during the whole recap of Kingdom Hearts 1, they also leave that off as well. So they acted as if, you know, Deep Jungle never existed in the first place. So they just retconned the shit out of the whole thing. And so now there's no more ever any mention of Tarzan and anybody else for that matter. So yeah, so that's actually very much the reason why that's not there. So yeah, because they lost the whole rights, like I may not know the full details about it though, but I've heard, like, you know, bits and pieces of them losing the full rights and all that. So because of that, yep, no more Tarzan in Kingdom Hearts and all that, and so that's why it's not listed in the in those world cards anymore. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but yeah, I mean, it's gotta go with it anyway, though. It's kind of sad. So that's actually the reason why that, you know, they had to go and reuse the whole you know, copyright thing for or disclaimer in Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix. So anyway, here's more plot, and there's Belle again. Who are you? Were you kidnapped too? Not exactly. It's a long story. Wait. So you've been kidnapped? You don't want to be here? Yes. No, I don't really want to be here. That witch forced me to come here. I have no one to talk to. Books are all I have to ease my loneliness. And then there's him. Oh, I've missed him so much.
You mean the Beast? Then why were you so mean to him before?
Yeah, you really hurt his feelings. You don't understand. I can't let him see how I really feel. Why not? It's just that... Uh-oh. Oh no, she's coming! Hide, quickly! There's no time to explain. Quick, hide! So, yeah, so far what we know is that apparently Belle was being rather harsh to Beast for some reason, and so we'll have to actually see why, though. Like, you know, some complicated matters going on, though. Oh, hello. To what do I owe this visit? He was here, yes? He risked his life to come and save you. Why do you reject him? I won't ask for his help. Oh? And why is that? You know very well why. I'm not going to fall into your trap. Then I have no choice but to make you beg for his help. And yeah, please use the cleavage shots there. No, she got away.
What should we do?
What do you think, Goofy? Help her, of course. What else? Yeah, tell him, Sora. Yeah, be a little goofy there, huh? Alright, so yeah, now Belle's been taken by Maleficent. Yeah, it's also even weirder, just like, you know, seeing, well, you know, now seeing Maleficent just having, you know, having been there, despite the fact that, you know, she's, you know, she's definitely one of the more antagonistic forces. Well, the main one for Kingdom Hearts 1. Well, before, you know, we find out about Ansem, you know, being the true mastermind. As a matter of fact, I know, like, especially after Kingdom Hearts 1, that, you know, afterwards, Maleficent doesn't really have any importance in the franchise anymore. Because, like, you know, because in Kingdom Hearts 1, you know, and yeah, as you can see here, I do apologize, but I went in off-screen where, you know, when I actually got the card pack with the black belt, because, you know, the ones with the higher belts here, like the black belt, for instance, they give you some higher number cards here, and some more useful keyblades. So, so yeah, that's actually what I went for. So that's the so the more the different belts they have here, or the different seals, and the better the better your chances. But yeah, I actually did all those off screen, and so I got more of those cards. That's how I managed to get some better cards and just rearranging my deck just like that here. And yeah, that blue outline you see right here, that's the key to rewards, which I'll actually get to eventually. So yeah, I did all that off screen just getting some more cards. So anyway, so see, as I was saying, so you know, because if you remember, like in Kingdom Hearts 1, you know, Maleficent was, one of the biggest driving forces of Kingdom Hearts 1. Like, you know, it seemed like, you know, she was the one responsible for the worlds being destroyed, though, when it actually, what actually it turns out she was only being used, and it was actually, you know, Ansem being behind the whole thing. And so, yeah, that's why, you know, you'd be encountering Maleficent a lot, and so, you know, she caused a lot of conflicts back in Kingdom Hearts 1. But then after that game, and you know, you'll actually definitely see it right here, I guess, kind of a sneak preview to her less importance here, or less significance, where, you know, she's only the antagonist in this world itself, though, and just Holla Bastion. And, you know, she's not for anything else, so. But then, you know, especially in, especially after Kingdom Hearts 1, and, you know, going very well into, in Kingdom Hearts 2, where, you know, Melissa, or, you know, and I know I'm kind of spoiling here. Well, considering the fact that, you know, Kingdom Hearts 2 has been around since, you know, 2006, and so maybe it's not really so much of a spoiler anymore. But yeah, Maleficent actually does come back, though, and you know, she actually still just goes around, but, and, you know, and Sora the Gang actually still do encounter her sometimes, but she's less relevant now, and so, like, you know, she's really not as important nowadays, though, and so, like, it's kind of, like, you know, just meaningless for her to just, you know, still be around, and it's only because, you know, since they kind of got her out of the picture, and so, well, maybe not fully out of the picture, because she's still around, though, but, you know, she's much less significant now, and so that's only just because, you know, like, you know, we actually go to the real threats for the next few games, like, you know, with the organization, and, you know, and the next incarnations of well, I would actually say it right here, though, but I don't want to say too much of it, though, because we're not even there yet, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. So we're gonna wait till you know, till Kingdom Hearts 2, and there's gonna be, you know, a lot more to talk about, but the bottom line is, though, that you know, Maleficent is not as important anymore, though, and, you know, and that just really just goes and makes way for the next villains that we're gonna be going to, like, you know, the next actual threats that we'll be seeing. So so yeah, there's that. So that's all I'm gonna say right here, and it's too early to talk about it right now. We're in this game in Kingdom Hearts Rechain and Memories, and so we're gonna talk about it when we get to Kingdom Hearts 2, and also in the next few games after that as well. So anyway, so my next news slate that I just got here is Ars Arcanum, and you know, Ars Arcanum. Well, I don't know if I ever use that, because I know, like, you know, it is definitely one of the best kind of abilities you have in Kingdom Hearts 1, though, but as a move in this game, where, you know, just using it as a slate, yeah, you have to have at least some attack cards that they go to a value of 6, though. So let's say, like, you know, 3 attack cards with a value of 2, so, like, you know, 2, 4, and 6. Then that's how you get to use Ars Arcanum. I think it says, you know, actually be able to use any kind of attacks, though, but I didn't really read it fully, though, so I don't think I use it for this game, though. I mean, I know I probably should, but the thing about me is that, you know, and I guess for my kind of playstyle, and I know you guys are probably going to be yelling at me in the comments for this here, but you saw in my deck that, you know, for the most part, I always went for, like, the high number attack cards, though, and that is only because a lot of the Heartless and the bosses that I'm fighting, they all tend to use the high number cards, and so that's the reason why I have my own kind of high attack cards, because, you know, or the high number cards at least, because like, I want to be able to have the advantage here, folks. That's what I'm going to do. So I know I do at least rearrange my deck for certain boss fights, though, and to utilize the best kind of slates there is, though, but other than that, then yeah, for the most part, I'd rather just use the high number cards, and so I mainly just rely on the attack cards, because I guess, you know, the thing with me is that, you know, I'm always, you know, I'm definitely one of those bloodthirsty RPG players where, you know, like, occasionally I'll probably use, like, you know, some magic spells and all that, though, but you'll probably see for the most part that I always went for the physical combat and all that, though, so that's actually what I use for the most part, especially when it comes to RPGs, so yeah, like I just mentioned, it's me being one of the more bloodthirsty RPG players, so and, you know, it's the same thing with any kind of RPG game, like, you know, even with Pokemon, where, you know, I kind of like, you know, some Pokemon with physical offense, like, you know, with Nidoking, for instance, like, you know, was one of the more offensive Pokemon, and same thing with Zekrom, because because Zekrom is more of a physical attacker, while Reshiram is a special attacker. So that's kind of why I like Zekrom a lot better, aside from its design too. What are you waiting for? Call to him. No, I won't let you hurt him. Then I shall make you scream. The fool will come running the moment he hears your cries. Enough! The beast isn't the only one you had to deal with. Be gone, boy. You have no business here. Unless, of course, you wish to join in the screaming. This is perfect. When that brute hears your shrieks of terror, he'll come right to me.
Don't trouble yourself.
And superhero landing, cool. You're here. No, you mustn't. I told you to leave this place. Leave me alone. I never want to see your face again. Ouch.
Belle.
What an awful thing to say. I know, right?
Alright, if that's how you feel, I understand. My hideousness is punishment for being selfish and unable to love. I was made into a monster, loved by no one, and I only became more selfish. That is... until I met you, Belle. You're the only person who accepted me. Little by little, you wore my cold, selfish heart. The memories of our days together are my most precious. I won't cast them aside. So I'm sorry, but I can't leave you here, even if you hate me for it. Consider it my final selfish act.
Oh, beast. Well, well. I never dreamed such ugliness could hide so beautiful a heart. This calls for a change of plan. Beast, I shall claim your heart instead of Belle's. Oh boy. No, please! And heroic sacrifice I see here. Yep, there we go. Oh shit, she fucking just vaporized her. Well, so much for the change of plan. Belle's heart it is, after all. It seems her cold words spoke little of her true feelings. Ha 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 ha! She loves you, beast. I can feel it shining in her heart.
You fiend! Release Belle's heart at once!
And she says, oh, nope.
Where are you?
She went that way. That's the way the shadows fled.
What are you doing here?
No time to talk. We gotta go after them right away.
You'd help me?
You bet. After what you just said, we gotta help you. Let's go get Belle's heart back.
Right.
Alright, folks, so that's what we gotta do. Now we gotta go after Maleficent and then, and just, get Belle's heart back, though. So, and that's, still, a good characterization for Bisa with, just him doing anything to save Belle, though. And that's one thing I really do love about Beast, aside from his, his own, character arc in the movie. So, it's, just really great for a great storytelling there, a great character, too. So, anyways, so next time on Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 3 Chain of Memories, we are going to finish out the rest of Holla Bastion and, just, defeat Maleficent. And, yeah, that's all she wrote. So, until next time, I will see you guys later.